The long-awaited Black Lion banner is here, and this is a green raid that used to be top tier for Arena and JP, but sadly won't have nearly as much utility in Global because of the simple fact that Gan exists. That being said, it's by no means a weak suit, so let's talk about it. Its EX buffs all green allies beam damage by 26% for 20 seconds and gives Norn something new called a Hyper Awakening state for 10 seconds. While in this Hyper Awakened state, it gets absolute evasion, 100% increased beam damage, and 50% damage reduction. The absolute evasion is the key here because skill 1 gives it 30% increased evasion for 20 seconds from the start of battle to help it get to that first EX, and it also gets a stacking beam damage buff and 6% EX recovery when evading. So the goal of this suit is basically to keep looping your EX so that you can spam evade to help get your next EX while spitting out big damage. And speaking of damage, skill 2 increases its damage cap by 200k and gives it 200% increased shooting damage at the start of battle. Riddy gives the suit increased accuracy and evasion as well as stacking buffs to range sense, melee sense, and reaction when avoiding, so you'll probably want him as the pilot, but if you don't want to spend more gems, you can use the perfectibility version of Banshee as a substitute. The reason why Norn missed its time to shine in Global is because, like I said before, Gan exists. We got it so early that if you have it, you can't really make use of Norn's kit. Norn can act as a pseudo tank and evade to get its engine going if it's not being targeted because all the enemies are focusing on your tanks. Still, if you don't have Gan, I think Norn will be a great pick for PvP, and it's a good damage dealer, so I think it'll have some viability in PvE events as well.